What's going on, family? It's Jamal Falono, sales director here in Novae. And if someone sent you this video, that means they just want to see you win. I remember watching a video very similar to this a few years back, and just watching my whole life change. It seemed like overnight, just because I took advantage of a project like we have going on. So I'm gonna get into my story just a little bit, talk about some of the products and services, and just give you enough information to make an informed decision on your own. So I hope that sounds fair. All right. So I remember this one time I was working at the airport here in Atlanta, Georgia. It was like 90, maybe 100 degrees outside. You could see steam come off the tarmac. I was loading an airplane. We're talking about 60 and 70-pound bags lifting over my chest. My muscles ached. I remember, sweat was running down my face. It was burning my eyes. I smelled like must, right? And the belt loader was going so fast with the bags, you could actually hear it screaming, right? But look, I see one of my coworkers. He was 60, maybe even 70 years old. I mean, almost 70 years old, still working on the ramp. He had a stroke right in front of me. I hop out of the plane to go help him. I see one of my managers has a button-up shirt on and some hard-bottom shoes. He starts walking towards our direction, and then he slowly starts, jogging. And he starts running full speed. And he runs right past us and grabs the bag. He's like, "Jamal, I need you to finish loading this airplane." I'm like, "Finish loading the airplane? This man's sitting here about to die." And they were talking about loading the airplane. I couldn't believe he said that. I felt kind of small. I felt unappreciated. Have you ever felt like that at work? Look, for me, enough was enough. I reached out to this guy I was following on social media. This guy was extremely successful. I'm talking about never had a job in his life. As a matter of fact, they put him on 60 Minutes at the age of 13. So I felt like he knew a lot about success, right? I reached out to him. I said, "Look, man, I'm willing to do anything to change my life." I'm talking about anything. And he showed me a video just like this. I said, "Look, man, I'm willing to do anything to change my life, except for this." He said, "Look, man, it's only two reasons why you're not successful. The first reason, you got the wrong coach, right?" He said, "If you knew everything you need to know to have what you wanted to have, you would already be living the life of your dreams." I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. I said, "What's number two?" He said, "You had the wrong information." He said, "Look, God doesn't love the CEO more than God loves the janitor. The CEO just using better information." I said, okay, that kind of makes sense. So look, I reluctantly got started. I'll be honest with you, I really didn't have the money, but I reluctantly got started. But I'm so glad I did, right? My first week, I made an extra $500. My second week, I hit the second level of residual. But 7 months later, I was actually able to leave that job. They didn't appreciate me. They didn't care about me, right? So yeah, I watched my credit score go up a few hundred points. I was able to go to a car dealership, get the car that I wanted without having any down payment. I get paid every single week. Yeah, I'm able to travel, all over the country, sometimes out the country. Like we just did a trip in Miami just a few weeks back, where we got a big mega yacht and we had a big party on there, and we're actually going on a cruise to Mexico the next couple of weeks. So yeah, but what I'm more excited about is help people that feel stuck or that are struggling or are unsatisfied be able to put themselves in a better position. I mean, there's so many things I love about this opportunity, right? I'm not going to go into too much details, but I love the fact that you don't have to be an expert to get started. You don't need any licenses. You don't need any degrees. You don't need any special skills. All you need is a website, and we're going to give you that, right? So I'm going to just talk about 3 different services, and then we'll get up out of here, okay? So the first one is, credit repair. We got 6-month risk-free credit repair. That means that anybody you refer to the program, if they don't get any results, they get their money back. That means you can have peace of mind even offering it to somebody, right? Or for yourself, you may need help with your credit. Guess what? 6-month money back guarantee. So that's a huge thing. The second thing I'm talking about is our business credit program. Like, it's a state-of-the-art business credit program. A lot of people are, trying to get into this space, but we're like the OGs in this space, all right? So now we're in a position where we're giving a $50,000 funding guarantee. That means that any client that you refer will get at least $50,000 in business credit, whether it's in loans, business credit cards, or lines of credit. They'll get at least $50,000 in funding. And if they don't, they get their money back. That's the second money back guarantee I just told you about. And the third thing we're gonna talk about is actually gonna be debt help, right? Some people need help reducing their debt, right? So a lot of people have been able to, set up a consultation, get a debt analyst, and be able to cut their debt payments up to 50%, right? Immediately, right? Well, I'm not gonna say immediately, but after one phone call, you put yourself in a position to cut your debt payments in half, right? And then, after a few months, you're gonna even be able to reestablish your credit. So it's super powerful. These are things that are really helping people. But look, if you want more details, get back with the person who sent you this video, and they will send you the full breakdown of everything that we offer. But the last thing I'm gonna talk about before we get up out of here is the income opportunity. Just by referring people to a website, just by sending people a video just like this, you can make, a part-time income, maybe even a full-time income, depending how many times you show this video. So look, the person that sent you this video is gonna reach back out to you, right? And all I'm asking is that you give them a yes or a no, right? You don't have to ghost them. You don't have to, play games. Give them a simple yes or no. It makes it really, really simple, right? But at least, allow them the opportunity to, have a conversation with you. So with that being said, guys, I just want to keep this super short, super brief. Be looking out for that phone call. And with that being said, guys, look, make sure you go be great on purpose. Let's grow.